Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot, Your Love Story for the month of November 2018. So let me shuffle my Kabbalistic tarot cards, and the first card that I pull will have to do with your first 15 days of November, and I'm going to tackle the area of romance firstly. So let's look for you coming from Taurus. This is for you coming from Taurus. So let me look at your card, and oh boy, it's a whole card of trouble. It says the first 15 days in romance, in the area of romance. If you find a new romance, it's going to be a horrible one. It's going to come with a lot of deviousness and a lot of mischief, and it'll create an upside down in your life in the first 15 days of November. I have to go as extreme as that. I can't find anything good here. The new partner that you find may be very rebellious, maybe very quick-tempered as well. So regarding finding a new romance in the first 15 days of November, be very careful. You are going to inherit a ton of problems. Now, for the first 15 days, I'm going to pull a card that's going to advise how your area of marriage is going to be. It's a card of loneliness. That's what it is. Maybe not physical loneliness, but mental or emotional loneliness. So there will be a sense in the first 15 days where your marriage is concerned of a loneliness feeling of that. So you have to find out why. Is it due to the emotional side of the two of you who cannot see eye to eye? Is it got to do with finances? Is it the physical side of love making that's got you bored or something like that? Or you just find not agreeable to many things, so how could you ever get into any act of love making? So you will have to work it out in the first 15 days. Is you listening to me? So it's you who will have to act. So you have to find solutions to make your marriage happy. That's the whole idea. Because the card says you are not happy. So find out how to make yourself happy. And you may find that your marriage partner may be very receptive to what you are saying, and that you are finding solutions, and everything will just come up roses after that. It's very possible. Communication is always the best start of anything, including love making. Say nice things, and you'll see how sparks can fly. Yes, they can. Now, general family areas. I'm going to pull a card relevant to the first 15 days of November. Family areas are important because they contribute to all sorts of happiness. This includes parents, includes siblings, includes your marriage, your romance partner, even children. It's a card of sunshine. So it says reach out, perhaps to your parents, perhaps to your siblings. Let the children create the sunshine for you. So the sunshine can be created. I've earlier said very miserable things that can happen in the marriage and romance areas. So now there's a solution. Somebody coming into your life may add that spark of sunshine for you. So all is not totally lost. Now I'm going to talk to you about your last 15 days. About your last 15 days. And this is going to be about romance for the last 15 days. For you coming from Taurus. The color is the card of strength, which means control, dominate, take charge, get obsessed with what you want, don't care about anybody else. It's a bad card. So the problem is that in your area of marriage, differences start with you being dominating. Well, it could be your marriage partner being dominating as well, we don't know. But we're talking about romance first, are we? I'm not very sure. But let's include romance and marriage. And so whether romance, whether for marriage, don't dominate, because it's you that's listening to me. And tell yourself that whatever you do, you've got to be very flexible, very negotiable, very appreciating, and very supportive. That's what this card needs. You've got to give and give and give. And only then you may find that in your area of romance or marriage, for the last 15 days of November, there may be any kind of improvement. And especially in your marriage area, the bonding with this card is very weak. It says that for some reasons there are underlying problems. So how on earth are you going to have a good sexual life if this is a problem of underlying problems? You have to work it out. It's very possible. It's only 15 days. Tell yourself that I'm predicting that situations are going to be a bit bad. So don't dominate. Don't want to take charge. Don't want to show your strength, basically. That's what this card is called, strength. And don't want to show that. And you'll probably improve your area of romance and marriage a great deal for the last 15 days of November. Let me pull a card talking about a general family area. Of course, it includes you. If you're having a romance, the romance partner. If you're married, the marriage partner. Also your siblings, brothers and sisters, and also perhaps your parents. And let's see what the card says. It's not a very good card. It says that more problems will be created, more the discussion is made with outsiders. Outsiders probably mean other than your romance partner or other than your marriage partner. So I would say keep things between you and your marriage partner or romance partner rather than wanting to discuss, hoping for solutions from outsiders. It's not going to work. And so that's what I have to tell you for the last 15 days. Now I'm going to talk to you about your lucky dates, D-A-T-E-S. And you coming from Taurus, and this is for the whole month of November. Let's see what this card says. Oh, it's a mystical card, a very mystical card. So I'll have to go and say that your lucky dates in the month of November for you coming from Taurus will be the 7th, the 16th, and the 25th. 3 wonderful, powerful dates where you can improve your area of romance, where you can improve your marriage situation if you're married, make your family members very happy. And this is a card that says by all means discuss for solutions with your siblings and your parents as well. So they're probably going to add a lot of goodness for you. Now I'm going to pull the next card to find out your lucky ages. There'll be a certain group of ages, people with ages who come from Taurus who are going to be extremely lucky for Taurus. Alright, it's a wonderful card. It shows, by the way, travel and holidays are very possible with this card. So adventure is there. So what are we talking about? Lucky ages. So I would say that if you happen to be the ages of 16, 25, or 34, or 43, or 52, or 61, or 70, you're going to be one very lucky person. Apply that to romance if that's what you are looking for marriage to make it better, for family areas to be wonderful and the bonding to be great. So if you are not of these ages, don't worry, you'll need to see me one day for a 90-minute session. And during this 90-minute session, I'll be talking to you about your next 7 or 8 years in all areas of your life, your job, your business, your finances, your romance, your marriage, your family, and your health. It'll be in detail and I'll give you a lot of information. I'll talk to you about that a bit later. Now I'm going to talk to you about for Taurus, about your lucky colors. Well, this is a mystical card again. You're pulling some mystical cards this time for you. And I would say that 2 colors, the color green or the color gray. I'd favor gray. So wear plenty of gray, wear some green as well in the whole month of November. And you're going to attract the romance, or you're going to make the marriage wonderful. You're going to have the family very happy. You're going to have your extended family of siblings, parents coming to your rescue or coming to support you as well. So colors are very powerful things because we communicate to planets through colors. Now I'm going to look for you to see with whom you might make an attachment in the month of November. Who might catch your eye, who would interest you for romance, and that's for you coming from Taurus. Let's see what the card says. It's a very vibrant card, and from looking at the sun signs and the indications on the card, I'll have to say somebody from Aries would be very much interested to be knowing you in the area of romance. And if you are married to somebody from Aries, you will get a lot of support from this person. And if you are having a romance with somebody from Aries, it's going to go very nicely as well. So there's every possibility of doing well for you. One thing about this card I would worry about, although the attachment and the attraction is there, there are signs here that show that You see signs of looking away from each other. So this card is somehow showing that some differences may also come around with the same thing. So the person you're looking for attachment with from Aries may have some differences of opinion perhaps. So be flexible and you should be working this out. Now I'm going to look for a zodiac sign that's going to cause you a lot of problems. So watch out of this person and let's see where this person comes from. Well, I'm going to venture from this card that's coming from Cancer. So somebody from Cancer, somebody born in Cancer, in the period of Cancer, is very interested in you. If it could be the new romance, could be the ongoing romance, if your ongoing romance partner and your marriage partner, or your marriage partner is coming from Cancer, you'll have to be very, very careful because there will be a lot of differences between you and this person. And so you will have, since it's you listening to me for the whole month of November, don't want to make things worse by crossing swords. Try to be flexible, try to be appreciative, try to be negotiable, and this will tone down all the difficulties that might be seen for you in the month of November. So that's a zodiac sign person for you. Somebody from Cancer is going to give you a lot of headaches in the month of November, where your area of romance or marriage is concerned. I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during these 90 minutes, I'll tackle every area of your life. Yes, your love story, the romance, the marriage, the family, and also your job areas and your business and your finances, and also your health areas I'll go into detail. And I'll base all that on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I will tackle your next 7-8 years in detail, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. I'll give you a lot of information, like for example, your personal lottery numbers for the rest of your life. And you'll be able to work these, and I'll show you how to work and get your lottery numbers going. And I'll give you your lucky days and your lucky directions and your lucky gemstones and your lucky colors, all based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And it'll only cost you USD 50 to know all that for your next 7 or 8 years. Well, go to Facebook, go to Skype, leave me a message, and I'll come back to you as quickly as possible to make that date with you for the 90-minute session. Until then, thank you and good luck.